Hey everybody, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my TBR for the O.W.L.s readathon. I've never participated in this, but I remember seeing it last year all over for both the O.W.L.s and the Newts, and I was like, I want to jump in on this. So I'm here to do that. So I will link the video that explains everything about the O.W.L.s readathon. Is kind of about pretending you're a Hogwarts student sitting for these O.W.L. examinations. You read a certain number of books based on which career you want to choose. So the career that I chose, very predictably, was librarian, but I like that there's a whole explanation of what librarians do. I have my computer with it, so I will just read you my favorite part, which says, often confused with the Muggle career of the same name, a librarian's job is extremely dangerous. Books are the single most important means of our education, and the task of guarding, distributing, and hunting of magical tomes is not to be taken lightly. This is a position for the adventurous at heart. Are you prepared to battle dark forces, enchantments, and curses? If so, in return, we offer unlimited access to any and all written material available to mankind. So that just sounds super fun, and I figured, why not? So there are 5 O.W.L.s I need to take to become a librarian, so I will go through the books that I'm going to read. So the first one is Ancient Runes, which I need to read a book with a heart, either in the title or on the cover. And for that, I'm going to read Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy by Ellie Carter. I am rereading the Gallagher Girls books, which are so much fun. So I reread the first one, and I just finished it a couple days ago. So this one works perfectly. This is book 2. The series follows a couple girls as they go through a school for spies. This one is specifically a girls' school for spies, and they have lots of adventures. They get continuously darker as they go on, so the first one is I'd tell you I love you, but then I'd have to kill you, and that one, the main character, Cammie, is 14, and so the big problem is she falls in love with a boy who doesn't know anything about the spy school. But I appreciate this series as they grow older and lots of things happen. It gets a lot darker and more intense, so I remember really enjoying this series, so I wanted to just give it a reread, so this works perfectly with that. So next up is Arithmancy. I cannot say that. And so the prompt for that is to read a book outside your favorite genre. So I'm going to read Only Child by Rhiannon Navin. This is a literary fiction book, which I don't read a ton of. I don't mind literary fiction, but I just haven't read a lot of them. So this, I think I won in a giveaway or something, because I don't really know what it's about, except for what the flap tells me, which it says it's about a school shooting. And it's about this first grader named Zach and Zach's mom, I think. So, pretty intense and heavy stuff, but it's been on my TBR since I got it, so I figured I should read it. Next up is Defense Against the Dark Arts, and this time the prompt is to read a book that is either set at the sea or the coast. And I'm doing Beautiful Ruins by Jess Walter. Obviously, as per the cover, it takes place on the coast. And on the back, it literally says, from the moment it opens on a rocky patch of Italian coastline, circa 1962. So, perfect. I don't know anything about this book, but again, I won it in a giveaway, and so because of that, it's been sitting on my shelf, and I would like to read it. Next up is History of Magic, and this is to read a book with witches or wizards, and I mean, you knew it was coming. Harry Potter, and this is book 6. I forgot what book 6 was for a second. So they have footprints. So I started doing a reread of Harry Potter at the end of last year, and kind of into the beginning of this year too a little bit. But I stopped at book 5 because I just got super busy with midterms right before spring break, and then the world has gone crazy, so obviously I haven't read Harry Potter since then. So, I figured, obviously, Harry Potter has wizards and witches, and I can continue my reread of the Harry Potter series. And then last is Transfiguration, which is a book that features shape-shifting. So for that, this is going to count for twofold, because you will see in a second. I am doing City of Brass by S.K. Chakrabarty. Now this is a reread, obviously. The third book in this series comes out this summer, so I definitely need to reread the first 2 before I read the third book. But also, there is someone I follow on Twitter called Lovely Book Lovely Owls Books is hosting a read-along, and so she has a blog, so I will link her blog post about this read-along in the description below as well. But I happened to come across it randomly, and I was like, perfect. So she starts the read-along on April 6th and goes through the end of the month, so this will count for the Owls and for that read-along. So I'm very excited. I love this book a lot, but I often get lost in some of the political stuff, especially when they get to like the city and there's all the different like races of people, but also like magic abilities and things and who likes who. So I think I might actually like write down some stuff this time so I can try to keep it straight in my head. But one of the main characters, I'm pretty sure Dara can shapeshift. I'm like, yes, I know Dara can shapeshift. So there you go. So those are all of the actual books for my career as a librarian. But then if I'm feeling adventurous / we'll see how the month goes with reading, I am also considering doing the Animagus training, which only adds one extra book for me, which is great because for the Animagus you need, let's see, Arithmancy, Potions, and Transfiguration. So I already have Arithmancy and Transfiguration in my thing, so the only other book that it would add is Potions, and that's to read a book under 150 pages. Now let me be clear, I don't own a book that's under 150 pages. Like, at least not here at school. It's possible that I own one back at home, but very unlikely. Almost all of my books are at least 200 pages. Even like the smaller ones, like these ones, this is still, how many pages? This is still like 230 pages, even though like it's tiny, but it's still like a lot of pages. So I was struggling for what to do with this, and so I actually asked in the Discord that is available for people who are doing the read-along, and somebody suggested this book, which I will pull up so I don't get it wrong, The Witch of Duva by Lee Bardugo, which is available for free with the Audible Stories thing that Audible is doing right now. So it's just, it looks like it's just a short story. Like, I think it's similar to The Language of Thorns in that, like, it's like folk stories or like fairy tales from the Grisha universe kind of thing. But it's only 52 minutes long, and I checked, and it's only like 98 pages or something from Goodreads. So if I happen to finish all my other ones / feel like adding this one on, I will totally do that. And then I will also have Animagus training under my belt as well. So yeah, those are all the books that I'm hoping to read in the month of April / for the Magical Readathon. I'm so excited. This seems like a lot of fun, and it seems like it's well run, as this is the 3rd year now of doing it. So I'm super, super excited to dive into all these fun books. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow me on social media, all my links will be in the description as always. I will also be doing, hopefully, we'll be doing weekly vlogs for the readathon. We'll see how that goes. I mean, who knows what the world will look like in a month, honestly. The world's gone crazy, so I don't know what it will look like. But I will try my best to do weekly vlogs for the readathon. Just cause, why not? So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!